Shalom, brothers and sisters. I hope you guys are doing well. I just want to share this vision that was given by Yahuah through his Ruach. And the title of this is Phoenix Rising from the Ashes. So if you've never heard of this term, Phoenix Rising from the Ashes, well, let me break this down to you with all the information that was given to me. So, Phoenix Rising. So this is a mythical golden bird, which is associated with renewal and regeneration. Now, I don't want to get too political, but what did President Trump say when he got selected, quote unquote, for his new presidency? He mentioned something about the golden age. Now, if you pay close attention to what this Phoenix rising bird looks like, it almost looks like an eagle. Now, I don't want to seem like I'm reaching, but they look the same. Now, I don't find it a coincidence that President Trump said that when he got elected, that America would now be this golden age. So, this bird, this Phoenix bird, it represents a symbol of hope, life, and better things to come. Also means a possibility of a fresh start. It represents a symbol of resurrection, rebirth, and triumph of life over death. It's starting to sound like something. Now, how does this tie to Christian symbolism? So early Christians saw the phoenix as a symbol of the resurrection of their false messiah, JC. And it offered hope to believers in their own spiritual rebirth and immortality. Now let me get to this vision. So in this vision, there was chaos everywhere. There was destruction. It was smoke. I mean, things had just absolutely collapsed. And there were people just like in the middle of the street, just appearing as if they lost all kinds of hope. But just, their countenance had changed. People were just kind of just, slumped over like everything is over, everything is finished. No one had life in them because of all the destruction that happened. And it was just smoke and ashes everywhere. And in this vision, as I was looking through the smoke, I saw this bird. It was like a reddish golden bird flying in the smoke. And all of a sudden, this bird shifted into a cross. And as that cross was appearing in the smoke, a lot of the people began to look up as if they have hope, as if they are, going to have something new. They all looked up at this cross as that bird shifted into that. So it sounds like all this is starting to play out. If you look at Christianity today, you see how it is on the rise. Apparently in 2023, it was estimated that there were 2.38 billion Christians worldwide. It is projected by 2050 that there will be 2.9 billion Christians. Now, mind you, right now, the global population, whether that's right or wrong, but apparently the global population is 8.2 billion people. Now let that sink in. If you haven't been paying attention, there's been a rise and Bibles being sold. Christianity has increased. And that may sound good to some people, but us who follow Yahuah, we know the truth. We know what that's really all about. Again, who do the Christians believe died? What do they believe he died on? And then they believe he arose. Their false Messiah, JC, that he died on this pagan cross, which, if you have truth and understanding, you know that the cross is actually the cross of Tammuz, which is a false deity. I want to read you a quote that I read on Fox Business. And it says this. It says, September brought a wave of troubling events, violence, geopolitical tensions, and economic uncertainty, underscoring a pattern. In times of crisis, more people turn to faith for comfort and support, end quote. And that was by Brenner Connor, analyst at Circana Bookscan. So you see, there's something happening. And a lot of Christians, they think it's a good thing. And, you know, I'm saddened because instead of turning to Yahuah and believing in his true son, the true Messiah, the true anointed one, Yahushua HaMashiach, they turn to Christianity. They turn to what's popular. But Yahuah said this will happen because many, you know, don't have a love of the truth. Because they don't have a love of the truth, he would give them over to the strong delusions. He would give them over to the lies. He would give them over. And I grieve because of so many people who are lost. Now, this symbol of hope, that's going to have an anchor. Someone is going to be behind that message of trying to bring hope, a false unity, a false love. Who better than the Pope who will bring this message, who will try to bring the whole world together to unite under one leadership, under one authority. Revelation 6, 1 and 2. It says, when I saw the Lamb open one of the seals, and I heard as it were the noise of thunder, one of the four living creatures saying, come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse. He that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him. And he went forth conquering and to conquer. Two things I want you to pay attention to. One, he had a crown, which means he had a position of authority, or he sat in some type of powerful position or a powerful place. Two, he had a bow. But it didn't mention he had arrows, but he had a bow. Conquering and to conquer. So how will he conquer and to conquer? Through a false message of love, unity, hope, and peace. Let's not forget, because that's one thing that is actually being pushed even right now. Peace. Now, the Ruach of the anti-Messiah is already at work behind the scenes. But I believe it's coming a time that we might see this false Messiah come forth. So I say all that to say this. Those of you who love Yahuah, stay focused on him. Cleave to Yahuah. Cleave to his word. Love the truth. Ask him to sharpen your discernment so that you will not be deceived, because deception is HaSatan's greatest, or shall I say, one of his greatest tactics to get a people. Stay sharp. Don't fall for the lies. Don't fall for the tricks. Keep your eyes on Yahuah. Yada Yahuah.